And what is an election without some merchandise? From MAGA hats to Harris pins, T-shirts, flags, Washington was full of such memorabilia. They may reflect the spirit of American voters, but the truth is most of them are not even made in America. They're made in China. We'll tell you why. Pins, posters, flags. Even these iconic Make America Great Again hats. Merchandise like these are a staple of the US presidential elections. Campaigns sell them, supporters buy them. But these items aren't just pieces of memorabilia. They're often seen as indicators of who is winning the election. Here in the United States, elections aren't just decided by votes. They're also decided by what I'm holding here. This is political merchandise, badges for Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. These serve as symbols of political allegiance and a public display of candidate support. But can the sales of these products alone determine the outcome of an election? Let's find out.
And make America great again.
Over the years, campaign merchandise has become a strategic tool. Surveys say 70% people buy political merch to influence others. 68% believe that buying it can affect election outcomes. Stores that sell merchandise agree with this. Reports say merchandise sales got it right 9 out of 11 times, meaning in 9 out of the last 11 elections, the candidate who sold more merchandise won. And which were the two exceptions? The year 2000 and 2016. Both these elections had something in common. The candidate with a popular vote lost. Experts say there is no correlation between sales and election results though. But in a battle as close as this one, it's hard to ignore how merch has become a measure of political momentum. The question then is, who has the momentum? Who is winning in terms of merchandise sales? On Amazon, it is Donald Trump. His merch sales are outperforming Kamala Harris's by a wide margin, almost by 5 times. For every piece of Harris merchandise being sold, there are 5 of Donald Trump. It's a staggering lead. Also because Trump has been longer in this race. Since the beginning of this year, Trump merchandise worth $140 million has been sold. Harris entered the picture only a few months ago. She sold items worth around $26 million. But here's the twist in the tale. The merchandise that's meant to be a symbol of belonging is also proof of America's dependence on China. The hats that say, "Make America Great Again," are making Chinese manufacturers bigger. And this is ironic, especially for candidates advocating Buy American policies. The soaring sales are fueling Chinese businesses. Chinese traders are pumping more and more merchandise into the American markets with the help of e-commerce websites. And they're finding millions of takers. That's because their products are cheap. Take the MAGA hat, for example. The Trump website sells it for $40. Chinese traders sell it for $4. That's 10 times lower. Same for Harris merchandise. Kamala hats on the campaign website sell for $47. On China's Temu, they sell for less than $3. That makes Chinese goods an obvious choice for most Americans. Look at this Trump hat. It says, "President Trump Save America." But this hat is made in China. And this is the Chinese interference that Americans must be investigating in this election, I guess. But Chinese or American, merchandise sales is a good reflection of voter enthusiasm, although experts caution against reading too much into it, because polling and other traditional methods remain the foundation of election predictions, and even they get it wrong way too often. So it may not predict the results. It may not even be made in America. But campaign merchandise does tell a story. It reflects the spirit of American elections. But it's a completely different story on the betting market.
Elon Musk, the tech visionary who is backing Donald Trump.
In New York, the Dow Jones and Nasdaq dropped over 3%.
Joining Putin in flexing muscle is his dear friend Xi Jinping.
The U.S. law calls for a presidential poll to be held on the Tuesday I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
I like that.